it's Samaya. Welcome back to my channel. I'm 46 years old, and today I'm going to go over all the skin treatments I did in 2025, how much they cost, and what I plan to do in 2026. So these are the maintenance procedures that I do on a yearly basis just to stay looking refreshed. I think that these procedures, in combination with medical grade skincare, consistent skincare, also nourishing your skin from the inside out, are basically the formula that works for me. Of course, everybody has individual goals and needs. Everybody's skin is different. This is just a breakdown of what I've chosen to do for myself. Of course, the availability and the pricing of all of these procedures is going to vary according to your location, your specific med spa, but just make sure that you're going to a credible licensed med spa and your injector is licensed, your esthetician is licensed. One of the main treatments that I did in 2025 was microneedling. I was very consistent with my microneedling. I did a couple types of microneedling. The first one was microneedling with exosomes or growth factors, and the second one was regular microneedling combined with a chemical peel. I did microneedling with exosomes 3 times last year, 6 to 8 weeks apart. What microneedling does is that it creates little micro injuries in your skin with the use of a very fine needle, and that sends a signal to your body to regenerate. So your skin is constantly regenerating when it's recovering from microneedling. The exosomes, or the growth factors, are a combination of peptides, lipids, collagen, proteins. So when you have these little microchannels in your skin from the microneedling, that product really infuses in your skin and you get the most benefit. The price for each session of microneedling with growth factors was $520. The other type of microneedling that I did was combined with a chemical peel. I loved this particular treatment because it used all ZO skin health products, and I love ZO skin health products. Also, the combination of microneedling and the chemical peel really gives your skin a very glassy, smooth, refreshed look after you're done healing from the process, which takes about 7 to 10 days. It's not an extreme shedding or peeling because you're really taking care of your skin with the aftercare products provided. So whatever peeling you have is just gently coming off with the products that you're using. So you're not irritating your skin anymore. You're not creating any sort of permanent scarring. So I would get 2 passes of microneedling over my face. And then my esthetician would apply ZO's Firming and Brightening Accelerator, which brightens your skin from the inside. And then depending on how much your skin can tolerate, she would apply 1 to 2 layers of the chemical peel, which is also called a stimulator peel, to smooth and brighten your complexion. I did the glass facial 3 times last year, and the price of each treatment is $550. I was also very consistent with facials. I did 2 kinds of facials, Hydrafacials and custom facials. There are different levels of Hydrafacials. There's a basic tier, and then they just go up from there depending on the products and the specific skin boosters that will be used during the Hydrafacial. I would get what's called the Platinum Hydrafacial that my med spa offers, which is basically the basic facial with lymphatic drainage massage, a personalized skin booster depending on what you're looking for or what your skin needs, and red light therapy. I would do Hydrafacials every 4 to 6 weeks. During the Hydrafacial, they use a small tool to gently draw out impurities and to cleanse your skin and to gently exfoliate, and at the same time infusing your skin with nourishing serums to keep your skin nice and clean and glowy. The price for a Platinum Hydrafacial was $220. The other type of facial I did was a custom facial. I would usually get the custom facials when my skin was recovering from a glass facial, a chemical peel, microneedling, or any other sort of more invasive treatment because it wasn't the right time to exfoliate more with a Hydrafacial. So a custom facial would just focus on whatever areas you're concerned with, whether it's acne, wrinkles, anti-aging, brightening, or even a combination. So your esthetician will look at your skin, talk to you, and decide what's the best approach for that facial and what products to use. I got about 3 custom facials last year, and the price of each custom facial was $150. I'm moving on to injections. I have another video where I show my under eye, cheek, and smile line PRP injections. PRP is short for platelet-rich plasma, where your blood is drawn and the platelet-rich plasma is separated from the rest of the blood, and that's injected into your skin. The type of PRP that I got was called Selenis PRP. The injector will take your PRP and turn it into a gel product. So because it's in a gel form, you get almost immediate volume like a filler, even though it's not a filler. It still does work gradually, long-term, to regenerate your skin and produce collagen from the inside. PRP is not the most comfortable experience, I have to be honest, but I personally don't really want to put actual filler in my face, especially in this area of my face, because I feel that it can migrate over time and there's a risk of looking too overfilled, and I just want to look as natural as possible and still look refreshed. Every time I do PRP, I will focus on my under eyes, a little bit in my cheek and in my smile lines. You will need more than one session to get optimal results. I did 3 sessions of PRP last year, and the price of each session is $850. I also have filler in my lips. I got my lip filler about 2 years ago. I haven't refreshed it ever since. I feel like the longer you do lip filler, the less you have to refresh it. I have been getting lip filler for the past few years. Whenever I do get my lip filler done, I get a full syringe. My injector uses Restylane Kiss on my lips, and a full syringe of Restylane Kiss is usually about $750. Another treatment that I did last year was Agnes RF microneedling. That is radio frequency microneedling. It also has different names like Morpheus, although I think it's a little bit different. A lot of people use radiofrequency microneedling to get rid of eye bags, to tighten skin in different areas of the face, and also to lose fat in some areas, like if you have a double chin. So if your goal is not fat loss in your face, and that's definitely not my goal, you want to talk to your provider to make sure that they're using the right methods, the right settings, and they're not doing too many passes over certain areas so that you don't lose fat in those areas. And I also did hear reports of internal scarring under the skin from too much radiofrequency or too many heat-based treatments, skin tightening treatments. So if you're considering getting something like a facelift or surgery on your face, think about how much scar tissue might be developing over time from these treatments and talk to your doctor about that as well. So radiofrequency microneedling is a little bit of a more painful process than regular microneedling. You will have to get topical numbing and also lidocaine injected under your skin because the needle used in the process is pretty deep and it uses radiofrequency heat to tighten your skin and boost collagen and elastin production under your skin. You don't see results immediately. The results do take a few months and they continue over the next year at least. I'm not showing before and after pictures because I don't think the results were that drastic, but I did notice slight lifting, especially in my eyebrow area, a little bit along my jaw, and I was pretty happy with the results. You can target certain areas of your face or your neck or your chin. I decided to do a full face of RF microneedling, and the cost of a full face of RF microneedling or Agnes RF was $2,000. Another injection is Botox. I use Dysport. Dysport and Botox are both neurotoxin injectables, but they function a little bit differently. Botox is stronger and it's better for smaller areas like your crow's feet. Dysport spreads a little bit easier and you see the results a little bit quicker, but the results of both last about the same time, about 3 to 4 months. Now, I'm not quick to refresh my Botox every 3 or 4 months, but the most I'll wait is about 6 months. I got my Botox or Dysport basically twice last year. I usually get a full face of Botox, but I don't treat all the areas all the time. So for example, I just did my nostrils one time. I did my masseter one time, but each time I will do a brow lift, my eyebrows, 11s, crow's feet, lip flip, and gels. For a full face of Botox, it cost $1,200. You can sign up for a rewards program with Aspire. So I usually get about $50 off of my treatment. Sometimes my injector is running a special, so it might be $10 a unit versus $12 a unit. So just definitely take advantage of those deals because Botox can get expensive the more that you inject in your face. I was really tempted to do Barbie Botox, which really slims your neck and your shoulders and gives you a very swan-like neck. But the amount of units that were needed for that area just didn't justify it for me, especially because it wouldn't last that long. What I did not do in 2025 was Sculptra. I did Sculptra injections in 2024, and I was told that I would see the results up to a maximum of 2 years, so I skipped it last year. Sculptra is a biostimulatory injection. It's not an actual filler, so it stimulates your body's natural collagen production abilities to address signs like volume loss, firmness, and overall texture. When I did Sculptra in 2024, I did 2 sessions of Sculptra. After each session, you have to massage your face 5 times a day for 5 minutes for 5 days because you really want the product to spread and not have any hard nodules under your skin. The price for each vial of Sculptra was $700. Now let's talk about procedures that I'm going to do this year. I'm going to be consistent with microneedling, both kinds of microneedling with growth factors. I'm also going to do glass facials, but I'm going to wait a little while because I did do 3 of them last year, one of them towards the end of the year. So I want to give my skin some time to just recover from that chemical peel. So towards the second half of the year, I'm going to start my glass facials. I'm going to be consistent with my Hydrafacials and custom facials if I'm looking to do anything different or address any other concerns I have with my skin. I will do a full face of Botox 2 or 3 times this year. I might not do all the areas on my face that I mentioned, but I still want to maintain a refreshed look and help prevent any deep wrinkles. In the next few months, I'm going to refresh my lip filler, so I'm going to get a whole syringe of that. I definitely want to do another round of Sculptra, so 2 more vials of that. I'm still going to get my 3 sessions of under eye, cheek, and smile line PRP. For tightening my whole face, I might look into either RF microneedling again or Ultherapy. Ultherapy uses ultrasound energy or heat to tighten sagging skin by stimulating your body's own collagen production. I have heard more reports of Ultherapy melting your facial fat more than RF microneedling. So if I can confirm that that won't happen to me and I can find a very credible, qualified provider, then I would do Ultherapy. It is FDA approved and the results last up to a year. So that's definitely on my to-do list if I can find the right place. I did get some quotes when I was doing my research, and the average cost of a full face of Ultherapy, including your neck, was about $3,500. So definitely a little bit more expensive than RF microneedling, but it might be worth it. So I hope you found this video informative. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.